Which brings up a question these days: why do fewer players seem to be blocking out when rebounding?
Well, there's less and less opportunity to get the type of rebounds, Kevin, that we've seen typically through the years that are in the paint. How many times are these guys shooting field goal attempts from so far out that the ricochet off the rim is allowing these rebounds to get to what we call the moon,
right
around the free throw line and that dotted line from the free throw line. So guards and wings swooping in to pick up non-traditional boxed out rebounds.
Team rebounding.
Team rebounding is a huge aspect of any good team. Offensive rebounding has gone away.
And the Clippers starting five. They've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at the point.
Well, there's a quiet intensity that Kawhi Leonard brings to both ends of the floor, a defensive menace. And it's amazing to watch him, just how disruptive he can be when he's guarding the 1, 2, 3, or even 4-man and messing up offensive schemes.
Here's Doncic. No good on the triple. And here's Beverly. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Warriors in San Francisco. And it's George missing. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
It was a loss last time they faced up against each other. A very tightly contested game that they felt they could have won.
Man, felt like they probably would have won if they weren't saddled with all that foul trouble. They had to piece together some makeshift lineups late in that game. That might have cost them.
Here's Curry after the basket by Los Angeles. Outside Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Dallas, no good that time either. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against Golden State, and it's good for 2.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it, and just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Now, here's Doncic. 38 points for him last game against Denver.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Leonard, the pass to George. Wide open look here for Zubac. From outside, off the mark. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Zubac. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. JaMychal Green comes in for Marcus Morris. Landry Shamet's checked in for George. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. The Mavericks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Jackson, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Jackson dishes to Green. Williams kicks to Green. Here's Jackson. On the wing, Williams fires the 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Clippers ahead. Up. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Such a great way to silence hostile fans who want the up and down pace that gets them amped up. Instead, everyone's just standing around watching the free throw game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson out there with Lou Williams. Then it's Green. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Shamet in at the small forward. Left side Jackson. Pass to Harrell. Here's Williams, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
How about the focus there from Sweet Lou? Simply incredible at finding ways to convert through the contact.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Berea's checked in. Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial six-man of the year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
It's stolen. Here's Finney-Smith. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The pass to Berea. Just 5 on the clock. From the top of the key. And it's Shamet with the rebound.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Here's Williams. It's not going to go for him. And the Mavericks going the other way now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets. Pass to Wright. 58 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Finney-Smith. Outside for Berea. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Pass to Kleba. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Berea with a wide open look. Another miss by Berea.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Earl high post. The kick out to Williams. Los Angeles with another miss. Right against Jackson. And it's Wright missing.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers lead by 2. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hardaway in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Greg, you suited up for 6 teams in your NBA career. What do you think about some of the front offices that you came across during that playing time?
I think when you find a front office, when you move from franchise to franchise, is what it is that they value most. And there were some franchises, quite frankly, Kevin, that I played for where they just wanted you to show up on time, get there, play the game, and leave. Those franchises end up having a lot of struggle to find some footing in the league. They also find trouble finding attraction from free agency because people understand the culture just isn't there. There are other teams that do so many other things well, Kevin. You feel so much more valued as a player throughout your course of your career. Those are the places that end up sticking with you. And I think the league is doing a great job from top to bottom, moving in that direction. Now, some are doing it better than others. That will always be the case.
Right.
But the idea around finding more completeness for what it is you provide a player is a great thing for everybody.
Doncic against Morris. Doncic, no good. Los Angeles leading by 5. And Brent, as you know, there aren't many players that can set a tone for a team, but Patrick Beverley is one of them.
And Patrick Beverley always embraces that role about setting the tone defensively on an opposing team's point guard, making sure that tonight, if you're going to beat the team that Pat Beverley plays on, you're going to have to go through them.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Hardaway for 3. Dallas again missing.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And the thing about Morris, doesn't have the big vertical, but tenacious once he gets around the rim.
Powell, the pass to Hardaway. This is to Curry. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for George. Over the last month, getting it done. He's getting around 16 points a game, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. And, guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Seth Curry. Here's Doncic. Misses off the right iron. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the pass to Morris. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Outside Leonard takes the three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Hardaway with a wide open look. Gets a very good look and converts. Hardaway has got his second bucket tonight.
Well, that's a rhythm shot, and when Tim Hardaway Jr. finds that kind of rhythm, he becomes a much more solid offensive option.
From deep, George drains the three-pointer.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight, Kevin. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Williams and Shamet are the guard set. Morris is out there with Montrezl Harrell, and it's Leonard in at the three. Here's Brunson. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Passes it to Shamet. Leonard against Hardaway. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And so he hits the technical free throw. And the Mavericks making a change here. Lights checked in. The three from Leonard. It's rebounded by Dallas. It's Hardaway with the drive. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And so it's Dallas with it. They trail by 6. Now, here's Doncic. Defense is right there. Shot clock at 6. Over Morris.
Bringing a strong work ethic defensively. Morris grinding on the shooter there. And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Yeah, and you know who your Warriors are by plays like that. They make it when it matters most.
And it's Leonard missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself. Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Here's Doncic. They get the rebound. And the rejection by Harrell. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Pass to Shamet. Kicks it to Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
And so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the jets to screen down the lane, then tops it off with the thunder finish.
Dallas calls timeout. They're behind by 6. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose and getting those points the hard way.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. And it's Seth Curry in for Wright. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Back to Leonard. Pass to George. From deep. Powell pulls it in.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
It's money from deep.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're in front by 3. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Now, what sets Lou Williams apart right now is his confidence. This guy is a gunner who comes in and believes that he's going to score. He often does.
Seven seconds left in the fourth quarter. Leonard looking over the floor. And the miss. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together. And
all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.